welcome to Razzmatazz with Rashi. Today we have with us Deepa Gandhi. She's an author, a blogger, a freelance dietitian. She writes on food, nutrition, parenting, travel, and recently she has come up with a book on education. So in this episode, we'll get to know much more about Deepa. Hello Deepa, welcome. How are you?
Hi Rashi. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me for the series, and it's great to be here once again.
Yes,
I was here 2 years back, for my third book. No, sorry, second book.
Second book. Okay.
So I was here, and so it's great to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
I'm really happy you're back again.
Yes.
So tell us something about yourself.
Hi everyone. I am Deepa Gandhi. I am a blogger by passion. I love writing. Other than that, I am a dietitian and nutritionist by education. I have done my MSc, MPhil in foods and nutrition. And I started writing around 2015. That time I just started blogging as a hobby. I just loved writing, so I was sharing more of my personal experiences. And in 2016, I started creativemommy.com, which is a lifestyle blog, and where I write about different things like parenting, nutrition, travel. And after 5 years today, it's one of the most popular Indian blogs. And I have won a couple of awards as well. And that's it. I have 2 daughters. My parenting articles are inspired by them. And I stay in Bangalore with my husband.
Nice. So tell us about your books. Like you have, I think, written 3 books till now.
Yes, I have written, this is my 4th ebook about which I'm going to talk.
Yeah.
So the first book was about parenting. Second was about cooking, about nutrition, which is the second thing which I love writing about. Third one was about travel. And this is about education. So these 4 books are these are ebooks, which I published through Blog Chatter ebook article.
How do you keep coming up with different topics and you like coming up with different books on them?
Actually, these are all the topics, Rashi, which I normally love writing about. I mean, parenting is, of course, the first thing, because as the name goes, creative mommy. So I started with parenting. So I share my own experiences as a mom with my 2 girls. So, but the nutrition is really important because this is something which, I have studied, and I'm not, pursuing the field as such, but I keep on writing about it for some other websites as well. So this is one way through which, I try to share my knowledge related to nutrition. So nutrition was always there with parenting. Then travel is another thing which I love. So I thought, why not share my own travel experiences? So that's how it came. About education, I think I'll talk about the book. Then I'll let you know why I wrote this one.
So when did you start writing? Like you started in the school, college, or the blog is the way you started?
Yeah, I mean, I used to write earlier in college, like all of us do. No, we have diaries, we have journals. Yeah. So I loved writing that time also. I used to write a lot in my personal diary, but that was like a personal thing. Yeah. And there were no blogs as such at that time, right? Yes. I mean, I
not very popular at that time.
Right. So blogging, I think it became popular pretty late. And by the time I came to know about it, I saw one of my friends' blog posts on blogger.com. So she used to write on blogger.com, and then I checked with her, and then that's how I came to know about blogging. I didn't know till I think 2012 or 13. So I really used to enjoy her blog posts. So even she used to share more from her personal experience, parenting, about, she was a homeschooler. So how she is teaching her kids at home only. So that's how, I thought, well, I should also start a blog, and I checked with her and started on blogger.com. And that was blogger.com was for a few years. I still have a blog there. After that, I started writing for Momspresso. And Momspresso, that time it was My City for Kids. Yeah. So that time also it was pretty new. It was a new platform. So I registered there, and I still have a lot of blog posts there. I think almost 100 blog posts I have on Momspresso. And that was also only parenting, mostly parenting articles. Yeah. So after that, I started this Creative Mommy in 2016. And as they say, there's no looking back after that.
You're one of the best bloggers that we have today. So give us some tips, what are the new bloggers, and even for us, like we all look up to you.
So this is only one thing I would say is, that is consistency. I still feel, that is really, really important. So, because I've seen many bloggers who start and then after some time they're not getting time, or they lose the interest, and that's how they stop writing, or, there are no new articles on the blog. So I would say keep going, even if you're not writing too many articles in a month, even if you write two or three articles, but consistency matters. That's really important. Yeah,
maybe the new bloggers, I would say, like they expect more traffic, or they expect more engagement, which they do not get, and that is where they give up.
Yeah, that is another thing. So that's when you should keep writing. And another thing is that you should have social media channels also, which are connected to your blog, as we all know. So that really matters. And keep sharing your blogs with others. Initially, you will find only your friends or family reading them, and it takes time. Yeah. So that's
you will have to make yourself visible. Your blog posts, you have to share everywhere.
Right. So that is very important. Slowly you will get readers. I mean, it happens even after a few years also, you'll see it's not that much sometimes traffic, and some blog posts might get a lot of traffic. So it depends on your content also. So you have to, keep on evolving as a blogger. That is also very important. You have to see, if this particular genre is not working, or this particular kind of articles are not working, you can, explore more, and what kind of articles people will reading more, or you can post more relatable content, I would say. Because if I write about parenting, so I see that a lot of moms, they read the articles and they comment that they can relate to the article. So that's how you get
personal
more
experience makes it, gives a personal touch to it. Instead of just sharing an advice or just giving some tips, if you can share what exactly happened to you, what you did in that situation, that makes a difference.
Right. Yes, because they can find it relatable, right? I mean, from your own, if you're writing from your own personal experience, that can be really relatable with parents. So just sharing some tips and tricks, in general way won't always work. So it's always better if you can, add some personal touch to your articles.
And you're equally good with video blogging. Tell us about that. How did you started your journey with videos?
That is, I think, because need of the hour, I would say. That is one thing which I keep on doing, exploring new things. I love doing that. So I think, Rashi, maybe that is another thing which keeps my blog going, or as I said, consistency. Along with that, you should, I would say, try new things. Because we see technology, it keeps on changing so much and so fast. There's so many new things which are coming in along with the blog. So in a way, these things like video blogging is there. And recently I started podcast.
Yeah.
So that is also something new, which I'm still learning, because I've recorded only one episode till now. So, but I like exploring new things. I like, doing anything new, which is because I feel that is also in a way that helps your blog. If you can connect everything to your blog.
Yes.
And in a way, you can get the traffic back to your blog, even if it's a podcast, if it's a video blogging, you can connect that video with your blog post. So I try doing that also. And I think it's because of the Instagram I started this. Initially, I was a little skeptical, but now I really love doing it. I love making videos. So that is something new. Yeah.
That will attract more readers also, because the video is very attractive. Instead of instead of going to the blog post directly and reading the whole blog post, they would actually like to view your what you're saying in a video, what you're doing in that reels, Instagram reels and all. Those have come up and very attractive nowadays.
And I think people have less time now. Nobody wants to read lengthy articles. That is another thing. So watching a video or listening to a podcast is more, they're more interested in that. So maybe I think in a way that is why, people are more into video blogging these days.
So you keep doing so many things. You're trying so many new things now. So what is it that inspires you and what keeps you going?
I would say, like for writing, I would say my love for writing is what inspires me. And other than that, for parenting articles, my daughters are the main inspiration. Whatever I experienced with them, I really like writing about that. So till now, most of my parenting articles are inspired by them, from my own experiences as a mom with them. And now both of them are teenagers. So you know how that is another phase, completely new phase. So that is a challenging phase, I would say. So they keep me inspired when it comes to parenting articles. And as I said, the nutrition articles are more from my own experiences. I love sharing, whatever I know from my field. And these days, anyways, people are really conscious.
Yeah.
Nutrition
diet
related.
and all, yes. You're looking for
So I have seen that those articles or the videos, if I make anything related to nutrition or health, they really do good. And people, they keep on asking me questions. So I would say my audiences keep me inspired because they sometimes ask me,
coming from somebody who is like a dietitian or who has done a course in food and nutrition, so it becomes more authentic.
Right.
People would love to read what you are saying.
Yes. So sometimes they only ask me in comments or I get DMs on Instagram, can you share about particular, if it's related to diabetes, can you share some tips, or can you share some recipes, or can you share some sugar-free recipes, something like that if I get. So I try and making not only the video content, but writing like articles on the same topic. So I feel it's important to listen to your audience also. In a way, you come to know, what they're looking for.
Yeah, what they're looking for, exactly.
Yeah. So I would say my kids, audiences, and my love for writing, all these things keep me inspired.
And how do you plan your books? Do you write them, you structure them before, or what is your secret of coming up with so many books?
Yeah. So most of all the 4 books are basically a compilation of my blog posts. I have edited them here and there, but all of them are basically from my blog posts, what I have written. So I feel in a way it's a good way to compile them so that a reader can find it at one place. That's what with my new ebook also, that's what I did. I have a section of education on my blog. I recently started that. That is a new section. Nutrition, travel, and parenting were already there. So education, I have a Facebook page also related to education. Because my parents are from education background. So I have this, this is a topic which is close to my heart.
Or something. What was the name that you have given it to it?
Was it Education Buddy? Yeah, that is Education Buddy. The Facebook page is Education Buddy. So I thought, because I have teenagers, so I kept on looking for answers related to when you have teenagers, when they're in high school. There are a lot of things on your mind you want to know related to college admissions and other things. So I thought, why not start a page which can not only help me, but help other parents who are looking for answers. And that's why I started that page. So then I even have few articles related to education on my blog. So that's how this idea of writing this ebook came. I thought, let me compile few good articles which are related to stress-free education. So that's the name of the book also.
Okay. So is it about, tell us more about the book, what is the content, and is it about kids education or for college, or how is it?
The book is called Stress-Free Education, which is a guide for parents. So basically, mainly the articles are related around how you can make education stress-free for your kids. Because as I told, when the kids are in higher grades, the education becomes really stressful. Especially in India, you have seen how it is, right? When they come to higher grades. So 10th, 11th, 12th, and college admissions, and it's really stressful.
Too much pressure.
So I feel, So I feel education should be more fun. It should not be stressful. And that's why I wrote few articles related to that. And most of the articles are for high school kids, but there are few articles which can help the younger kids also, the parents with younger kids. Like there is a, chapter, I have to say, not article. So there is a chapter about there are I think two chapters about homeschooling. Because these days, due to lockdown, a lot of parents are considering homeschooling. So that those chapters can help the parents with younger kids. Then there is a chapter on nutrition for exam giving kids that can be helpful for any age group. Then there is a chapter, there are 2 chapters from two different authors as well, Divya and Stuti. And they are the last 2 chapters. So one is about sports, how sports can help in overall development of kids. And last one is from a Montessorian. So it is about how Montessori education is important.
Okay. Nice.
So it's basically to make parents understand that education can be stress-free only if you approach it in the right way.
Exactly.
So that was the message which I want to get through this book.
And you said it's nice that you have covered various topics in that, like sports and even Montessori or even food. So like parents would, when education it comes, it's not only about studies. There are so many other factors that revolve around it, and so many other factors that affect education and the stress.
Right.
Would you like to read something from your book for us?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll just open the chapter.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is from the chapter 5 tips to make education stress-free for kids. Okay, so despite current advances and changes, our education system needs a lot of change. Little attention has been paid to the practical knowledge and actual learning. Cramming without understanding is not the right way to study. It is not the right way to be successful in the long run. A child whose concepts are clear will always make it to the top, as the practical knowledge helps. The education system is like a rat race, and it's important to make education stress-free for kids. That's why I'm sharing few tips which school or our education system can implement to make education stress-free for kids.
Nice.
So this is the chapter, the first paragraph of that
chapter.
I'm
sure, people would find this really helpful.
Yeah,
so what do you do to take care of your stress, What are the things that you...
See, my husband and I strongly believe in, like my husband and I, we both strongly believe in, less pressure. We have always believed in this. Yeah. So we always tell our daughters, that you give your best, give your 100%, and after that you leave it. Yeah. After that, don't think of the results. That's what we keep on telling them, but it's easier said than done, I would say, because when they come to higher grades, it is the pressure is from all the sides. It's from school also, teachers also. But as parents, I feel, if you can reduce that pressure, that's very, very important. Because anyways, there are, because of the college admissions or because of a lot of other things, I would say these days, not only studies. Yeah. Right, Rashi, there's like these days, at our times, things were much simpler. Yes. These days, it's a lot of other things. Things have changed, I think, completely. Yeah. Even kids are different. They are not like how we were earlier. Exactly.
I would say even for parents, I've seen some parents, they expect like way too much from their kids. Like maybe they're just in class 5 or 6, but they're expecting them to be like what they'll do. Maybe they'll get into IIT or IIM. So that is like expecting too much. Yes. What would you tell these parents? Like,
everything. Yeah. No, there are still a lot of parents like that. And I personally know those parents also. So
because you've been contacting with them and through your Facebook page also, and you have a different section for education. So you would give us nice advice, like what all other parents are doing, and what would you say to them?
So, see, for them, I don't know if it's, I can tell them what to do, but I don't know if exactly they think on the same lines, because still there are parents, who feel that the pressure is good. And I'm talking from my personal experience also. I know a couple of them. And I really feel bad for those kids, because I feel, that undue pressure should not be there. Of course, because in India, the things are still same when it comes to college admissions or when it comes to higher grades. The things have not changed. Education system has not changed. It's still same. So kids have to work hard.
Unreal.
Right.
Everywhere there's a 99%. Like, come on.
Yes, 99. If it's not above 90, they feel it's nothing. Exactly. 70s and 80s are not considered anything these days. So that pressure is already there on kids. Kids, they understand that they have to do good. So I feel that as parents, you should try to raise kids who are not stressed out due to academic pressures. Because I strongly feel that, kids should be taught how to think and not what to think. So that is the message which I'm giving through the book also.
Oh, nice.
So so as parents, I feel that, you should always tell them that, we are there for you. And it's okay if, you don't get the good marks. If you're giving your 100%, if you're giving your best, that's more important. So I feel it's really, really important that your kids know that you are there. and it's okay. I mean, they are not, that pressure should not be there, I feel, as parents.
Maybe parents are also worried because they know that marks is the only thing that matters, to get admission into a nice college or for higher education. So maybe that is the reason they are creating pressure from the very young age.
Right. And unknowingly also sometimes, you do that. I mean, if I now see, sometimes we are also stressed out because my elder one is in college now. So last year was pretty stressful. And one thing was
especially
because of the
situation
because of the current situation, it was quite stressful, I would say. But I tried my best, not to make her more stressful because we were stressed. So that is important. But she herself has that thing also, she takes a lot of stress related to education. So especially for these kids, I feel, who already take a lot of stress, parents should try and reduce the stress. That is what I think.
So apart from writing and all these activities, what is that one thing that you love to do?
I love dancing.
Oh, nice.
I love listening to music, gardening, and traveling. But I mean, other than gardening, I think other things are not happening right now because of the current situation. So I spend a lot of time gardening. I love plants.
Okay.
And I love cooking also. But in lockdown, I think I have done so much cooking that I would like to take a break now. And we all have, I think, explored a lot of new dishes. And
true. Especially in this lockdown. Everybody is a master chef now.
So I normally love cooking and exploring new dishes, and I mean, I like giving twists to normal dishes by adding something healthy.
And I'm sure all your menus would be very healthy because you have that knowledge.
Now my daughters are little, they're like, it's okay. I mean, just leave a dish, don't change the ingredients, because I keep on telling them and they're all fed up of me now. If you change cheese to paneer, this will be healthier, and all those things unknowingly I'll keep on saying. So they're all fed up now. Like, okay, and they know what I'm going to say. They already say, okay, no, mom is going to say, okay, if you eat this is healthy. This has calcium. This has vitamin D.
They'll start following you soon. Now they won't realize. Later they'll remember, okay, mom was correct.
So I used to choreograph also earlier. I had a dance school. So, but like managing everything is not easy, especially, with kids and all. So I would love to get back to dancing later. But for now,
you're like trained into dancing, or you're just a hobby?
No, just as hobby.
Okay, how nice. So you're already following so many things that, to keep yourself stress-free, like dancing, cooking, everything, even gardening. All stress busters.
Yeah. Gardening is really stress buster.
Okay, so we'll end this episode with one fun question. Like, if you get a chance to go on a holiday with your favorite bloggers or writers or some of your friends, who would they be, and where would you go?
Okay, so first of all, this is a tough question, I would say, because there's so many of them.
Don't take stress for them.
So, I started my blogging journey in 2016 with Creative Mommy. So that time I met a lot of them, a lot of bloggers. And it's been 5 years. We have interacted virtually a lot, but I have not met them. So I would say I've met few of them, but there are few who I would really love to meet. So I would name those. We have been in touch since 5 years. They are also blogging since then. And it's good to see, that they are still blogging.
We all are growing together.
Right. So few of them I have already met. So I would say a few names, which there's Amrita, Ruchi, Roma, Atul, Gitika. So I think these few I would love to meet. And we go on a holiday together. Let's see.
That's Even our bloggers meet is a long pending thing, We've been planning for so long, and then this pandemic happened. God knows.
It's not happening. Because of the pandemic, happens someday. Only, I don't know when it will end.
True.
It's going on, right?
Okay, thank you so much, Deepa. Thank you so much for taking out time. And we'll be sharing all the links to her blog and to her books in the description of this video. So do check them and follow her work. She's been doing something really amazing out there. Thank you, Deepa.
Thank you so much, Rashi. It was great coming here. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.